got rain coming. So this is our overnight spot. There he is. I snuck us up into the corner over here. The last guy was there like 45 minutes. See, he's out there. The tanks just happen to be right there, and the wind is kind of blowing this direction. I just talked to Lefty, and I made a deal with him that the next 2 days, they're going to be a little tough, but we're going to push it so that we can finish this trip in 2 days. Oh boy. I just woke up 5 minutes ago, and 3 minutes ago it started to sprinkle, and now, oh my God, the truck is rocking like you would not believe. So my friend Joe that lives a couple hours from here told me that there was bad weather headed this way. And it just so happened to be at 6 a.m. the following morning. It's thundering, lightning, and the wind and rain are coming down. And this guy is shaking like a leaf. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. See his water ball? That's from the truck rocking from the wind. And remember, we're up next to a building on one side. It's okay. It's okay, puppy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, last night when I laid down to go to bed, it was about 10 o'clock, and I heard one good clap of thunder, and I'm like, oh great, we're gonna be up all night. And then it never did it again. And now here we are at 6 in the morning. We're not going out there. What are you, nutso? So we're not moving. And there's a McDonald's right there. And I was going to run in there and get me a cup of McDonald's coffee this morning. Puppy, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Alright, I'm going to put the phone down and squeeze on him. Okay, I just looked at the map. Looks like we're going to be sitting here for about an hour before this passes over. So I'm just going to throw on some videos and read some comments, and it said by about 7:15 it should all be over past us. It's 6:20, and it's well, you could see the really severe part of it is kind of passing us and just about past us, but the rest of it, the tail of it, is still going to be about another hour before we're going to get out of here. So I'm just going to hang out and wait it out, because driving in the rain, no, not for me. There's no reason for it. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Oh, I know. Just the rain. See how pink he is? He's very excited. Very pink. See, the thunder and lightning has pretty much passed us now. Now it's just some rain. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. Oh boy. Ooh, that's bright. Well, I'm glad this happened before we were driving. There she is. Oh. Wow. You can feel that through the truck. Those are boomers. Well, motorcycles are waterproof. Doesn't worry me. I put a plug in the tailpipe, so got a restrictor plate in her. Just gotta remember to take it out before we fire it up for the first time. Got the restrictor plate in there blocking the rain. Got my Campulance Man shirt out ready for riding. I want to pull into town wearing that tomorrow, hopefully. It's still raining hard. I can't make it in there to get my coffee. Shucks. I do have an umbrella right there. Oh boy. Well, we just gotta wait it out, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. You're a big boy. It's okay. It's okay. You're a big, big puppy.
Stay in line here. Up.
Buc-ee's. Woo! We're getting there today, brother. Heck yeah. I just saw a billboard said 179 miles to Buc-ee's. We got enough fuel to get there. So, Tom, we're hitting the next Buc-ee's, 180 miles. I can't wait to get there. It has just been raining the whole drive. We've been going for 2 hours. It's still raining. We're following the storm, unfortunately. It's not bad, but it kind of stinks. He's calmed down. No more thunder and lightning, at least. Been before. Well, we've been right there before for that quick trip. There they are. Not alive? How come there's no signs? Is this dead? There's no power. No shit. Looks like everything's dead. They don't look like they do either. We just pulled off here to stop and get sorted, and it looks like there's no power. We went to the Maverick over there because I wanted to get a big burrito, but they're dark, so I'm coming over to this Quick Trip, and it looks like they're also dark. I don't see any lights, and yeah, the pumps are all dead. Damn. There's a lot of cars here, but I think it's just people hanging out. The street lights are working, but everything else is dark. Nothing seems to be functioning. But I gotta take a whizzer, so we're just gonna stop here for a minute and then get back on the road, I guess. I have a water leak up here. I've had it before, and it's been kind of dripping on my shoulder periodically, and I know it's from where the box seals to the cab. I need to reseal it. There's a big rubber seal, and then it's silicone sealed around that. And in this area over here, that silicone has deteriorated over time, so I'm gonna fix that this year. Just peel off the old stuff and put on some new silicone. Because it only happens when, like it happened when we first rolled out, because there was a lot of water puddled up on top of the cab. And then once we got rolling, that kind of made its way down in there. It's not bothering anything, but except making my shoulder wet. So I just been laying this towel here on my shoulder. So I'm gonna take a break here for a minute.
Okay. I got pee-pee.
Okay, let me do a quick audio check. We all know why. Bike, David, microphone, camera, you, everything should be working. Let's check. We'll be right back. Oops. Okay, buddy, I'll be right back. So what we're riding here, this is the Hovsco Hovbeta is the brand and model. So this is a bike that has 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery with a 750 watt, 1500 watt peak rear hub motor. The real key feature on this bike is that it's torque sensor. So you see, I just push the pedals harder, and that's what a torque sensing bike does. It senses how hard you're pushing on the pedals. See, like right now I'm barely pushing, so it's just kind of applying a little bit of battery power. But as soon as I push hard, it takes off. It gives way more battery power. So the torque sensing for me is considerably better and more responsive than the cadence sensor or a speed sensor, which is what the other method is called. Some manufacturers call it speed sensor. Some of them call it cadence sensor. So this has a 28 mile per hour top speed. You have to use their app. You download the app. It has both Android and iOS. And once you install the app, you can change the top speed from the default 20 miles per hour up to 28 miles per hour. So this has a rated capacity of 450 pounds. So you can get a big person on here if you wanted to, and it can handle it. It does have a 60-mile range, and that's estimated. It has 5 assist levels, PAS, pedal assist setting. So 1 through 5, 1 being the least amount and 5 being the highest amount of assist. Very smooth riding bike because of that torque sensing. So I'm pedaling nice and softly, and it's applying a nice soft amount of power. So it has a nice full-size screen. It is color. It's about the size of a softball. It's a pretty big screen, easy to read, even out here in the sunlight. So this is rated for riders in height from 4'11" up to 6'3". So shorter folks and taller folks are fit for this bike. You know, that's based on the seat adjustability. So it has hydraulic brakes, 180 millimeter rotors, hydraulic brakes front and rear. And these are the 4-inch fat tires, 20-inch diameter. So the 20 by 4. And this is a foldable bike. So actually Dalen brought this over. It was at her house. She brought it over here in the back of her Kia. It was folded. So it has a hinge system, and I'll show it later on in the video. It has a hinge system that's really simple to fold the bike up, and then you can lift it up and put it in the back of your vehicle. So her Kia is pretty standard of what a lot of people's vehicles look like. And it fit pretty easily in the back of hers. So it does have front fork suspension, adjustable with lockout. A lot of these have what they call lockout on the front forks. Oh, Lefty sees us coming by. What I was saying was on the front forks with lockout, meaning you can lock the forks so that they don't have any suspension to them, so that they're rigid. And then once you unlock them, then they are adjustable for firmness or softness, however you want to look at it. You ready?
Yeah.
So this is a 7-speed. It has a Shimano 7-speed derailleur. Speaking about the bike being up in the back of Dalen's car, it weighs 66 pounds, which is not bad. That's pretty light for an e-bike, especially an e-bike with a good-sized battery, a 48-volt, 15-amp-hour battery. 66 pounds overall is a good weight. That's light. And I think I did mention that it does have a 450-pound capacity. So I'm barely tapping that. I'm weighing, what do I weigh? How much?
280.
Oh, you're so funny.
170.
Roughly, something like that. So really nice riding bike. Come to a stop right there, honey. Okay,
He's so
hold on.
dramatic. I'm funny.
Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, okay.
He sounds like a person.
Come on, buddy.
Screaming.
Go!
I know.
That's a boy.
He's so dramatic.
That's a boy. Oh, I hear you. Are you mad? Because we've been riding around the neighborhood without you? Look out. Okay, I just want to do a quick after-action report here on the Hovsco Hovbeta. So I don't know if you can tell in the light here, the paint job on this bike is bananas great. Dalen, my mom, and me, all of us made a comment about the paint job, and that was before I read the key features of the bike, and one of them is that they use automotive-grade painting system for this bike. It's a candy apple red with flake in it. The paint looks like it's very thick. It just has that look with super clear coat on top of it. It is absolutely gorgeous, stunning out here in the sunlight. I can't comment enough, although I'll try because I talk a lot. It's a beautiful, beautiful paint job. Absolutely gorgeous. So how did I like riding this bike? Very smooth. I talked a lot about the torque sensor. For me, the torque sensor is the way to go. Most bikes, especially in the low price range, they have the cadence or the speed sensor because the torque sensor, I got to assume, is more costly, and that's why you don't see it so often. So the torque sensor really makes this bike step above a lot of other bikes. This is a folding bike. In fact, Dalen and Austin put this bike together over at her house, and they folded it, and I wish I had video of it because I'm suffering from my little piriformis muscle problem right now, and I know that I cannot fold and lift this into the back of the vehicle. Dalen and Austin, they folded this and put it in the back of Dalen's Kia, which is very similar to Mom's Ford Escape, very similar. So they folded it. This flips down. You see this lever right here? That lets this flip down. And then here's the latch for the hinge down here. So this folds and this folds. And when she pulled up with it, I said, did you bring the bike because the hatch was closed and everything? And she's like, yeah, it's in there. And there was a lot of room left over. So this thing folds up, and they were able to, it was a big butterfly. They were able to fold this thing up and toss it in the back of her car. I just texted her to see if they shot video of it. They probably didn't. They're not as well tuned into the sharing as I am. But they did fold it, put it in the car, and bring it over here without a problem. So Hovsco offers a lot of accessories for their bike. So on their website, you can get, fenders, racks, all different kinds of things that they offer as add-ons to their bikes. They also have a dealer network through the U.S. where you can go do a test ride, decide if you want to buy one, you don't want to buy one, but it's really awesome that they have shops on the ground that are supporting these bikes, so you're not just dealing with a website presence. You can actually go to a store and look at these and look at the paint job and take them for a test ride and see if you want to get one. That's really great. And they come with a 15-day return policy. So if you do buy one and for whatever reason it's just not right for you, 15-day return policy, and you can send it back to them. And a lot of the components on the bike are covered by a 2-year warranty. So I would call that, it's got a 2-year limited warranty. Not everything is covered, but it does cover a lot of the items, a lot of the components for 2 years. So 66 pounds, that's how they were able to lift it up in the back of the car. That's not heavy for a bike like this. It's got the 750-watt hub drive motor. You get the app. You can unlock it to be top speed of 28 miles an hour. There's my buddy. How does he time it like that? He knows when I turn the camera on. So I know I went over a lot of the specs when we were riding. 450-pound capacity, 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery, good size battery with 720 watt hours. We all know about watt hours. That's the depth, the power that it has in reserve. And it does have a lot of juice, a lot of get up and go on this bike. And with the torque drive, the torque sensor, you really feel it. So you might notice the keys. Keys are not required to run the bike. This is to lock the battery. This is the battery unit right here. And if you want to take the battery out for safety reasons, or you want to take it in the house and charge it, you just hit this key and boom, out comes the battery. It's that simple. You lay it back in, turn the key back, and now it's locked back in there. Really great feature. If you're interested in one of these Hovbetas, now this is not a cheap bike. This is a well-built bike. You're going to pay a little more for it, but it's got everything you would want in a foldable campground off-road bike. Really, really good quality. A lot of good components on here, good bits. Make sure you use my link down below and my $100 discount code to head over to their website and get $100 off. I think you'd really enjoy having one of these. If you can find a dealer in your area and go take a ride on one, I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed with the ride, the power, the smoothness. So go take a look at one if you can find a dealer in your area. Check out their website, use my code, use my $100 off code. Please save yourself some money. Thank you, Hovsco, for letting us get a look at this thing. Let's get back to the video.
Oh, man. Almost. Switch chips.
That rest stop coming up here. It's the best one. Oh, no more rain. Oh my gosh, this feels, what a relief. Oh my gosh, what a morning that was. So we've been traveling for 3 hours in the rain through, I think that was Tulsa. A lot of road construction, really just not the greatest driving conditions. So to get out here without any traffic near me, the speed limit's back up to 75, it's not raining, feels so good. Yeah, so that last stop there, no power. All the gas stations were dead. The Maverick, the Quick Trip. I wanted that Maverick too. I wanted one of those steak burritos for a gas station burrito. I think it was great. It's like that big around, that long, weighed it was very heavy. So it had a lot going on inside of it, and it was really, really good. Had big chunks of nice soft steak in it. It was delicious for what it was. I mean, I've had worse burritos at restaurants and sit-down restaurants. I've had worse than that. So good on you, Maverick. I've always heard that Maverick had good, quick pickup food, prepared food, and I'm gonna vouch for at least that one that we stopped at. And I have no idea where that was. That was so yesterday when I ate the second half of it was 2 days from when I originally bought it. So I don't know what state we bought that in. I have no idea. but it was really good. It was really good. So that's why I pulled off back there, because there was a Maverick and it was shut down. And the Quick Trip shut down. So I'm guessing there was just a general power outage in that area, even though the street lights were still working. Maybe they got a big lithium battery running them, and a EP ever charge controller, and a rich solar panel. Hint, hint. I just might happen to have all those pieces of equipment installed in my rig. See links in video description if you want to purchase. Use my discount codes to save even more. The truck is running like an animal. It is just crushing it. I'm doing 72 right now. This is the part of the country where it's just all these up and down, and I'm just barreling up these things. Oh, my service engine soon light just came on, which means that I just got a trouble code, which I'm sure sorry about that. Those trucks were going very slow. I came up on them very fast. Wow. So let's see if we can check the code. So I'm going to open up Forescan, which I installed on my Joying just the other day. I'm like, why don't I have it installed? Because I always have to pick up my phone. I'm like, why don't I have it installed on the Joying so I can just do it all right in the dash? What a dumpski. So let me think here for a second. Let me go to my Bluetooth. See, I've got so many things connected up here. I have the phone wired, connected to the Joying, and I'm casting the screen from this onto the Joying. I have the phone Bluetooth to my Soundcore Motion Boom Plus 2 Bluetooth speaker. So I'm getting the audio out of that, and I'm getting the video displayed on the Joying screen. I was doing it wirelessly, and it was working. It does it through Bluetooth, or maybe Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. But it was working. But I was getting a little bit of lag, like the voice, you know, the lip sync in the voice wasn't connected up perfectly. And then I remembered that the Joying has wired connections. It has two USB cables. One of them you plug in for a phone, and the other one you would plug in for an external storage, USB thumb drive, whatever, what have you. And you can also use those for doing software updates, pushing new software to them, which I've never had to do, but so I remembered that there were those wires, so I snaked them out from up in the dash. I just kind of tucked them up in there because I've never used them before. And I plugged the phone in. The connection software comes on the Joying. It's called Z-Link, and it was boop and connected up, and there's no more lag. So the audio matches the lips, so it works perfect. So I'm watching it on the Joying screen and listening to it out of the speaker in the floor. And all of this is because I told you something's going haywire and I'm not getting audio out of these speakers from the Joying. I honestly, I think it's just the cable, the RCA cable, because I was in there fiddling with them and was able to get it to crackle and make some sound and all that. So I'm pretty sure that the RCA cable needs to be replaced. It runs from this, the Joying, back, up underneath and into the cabinet to the audio amplifier. And it has one of the RCAs is for the subwoofer, 2 of them are for the left and right speaker channels. So I'm using 3 of them that has 6 plugs. So it's a pretty good size RCA cable. And I will be honest, not the highest quality. You know, I installed that 6 years ago. So if it went bad, it wouldn't surprise me, you know. Oh, that truck looks like it's about to fall over. So I want to let him move over into the right lane. I'm going to pass him on the left so he doesn't fall over on me. He's either got bad suspension or his load has shifted or it was just loaded badly. You see how tweaked that thing is? Oh, he's hauling, so I'm not going to pass him. I'm doing 75 and he's still out ahead of me. See how he does on the hills though. That's where I usually pick up my advantage on trucks, is doing uphills. Doing all right. He's holding it. The next time we stop, Lefty was able to get out. He's such a... those Slim Jim type snacks that he has, I gave him one a couple days ago. I gave him one last night. They don't give him diverticulitis, but they do loosen his, you know, the pump back there. It gets a little looser than normal. So he did a double tap, and after the second one, you know, we're out there. I got the umbrella. It's wet. After he did the second one, he put his butt on the ground and did one of those, and that's the only time he ever does that. And I always say, "Oh, you got a stinger?" Because he's like I said, he did a double tap, and the second one was pretty loosey looking. And so he did himself a what do the French call it there? The bidet in the grass lot of the Quick Trip gas station in Oklahoma. He did that once at his grandma's place. When we walk around, there's this little sloping grass hill, and he likes to dump out at the top. And when he was done, he had a stinger that day. He did the butt thing going down the hill and slid, woo, with his butt on the ground. That was like a instantaneous bidet. He didn't even have to do anything. He just basically lifted his front legs up to release the brakes and just, it was so great. It was so funny. And I don't know what he must have been thinking, because, you know, unexpected for him, he got to go on a little sleigh ride and scrub his butt clean. That was so funny. Oh my God, I was laughing out loud back there. It was hilarious. Zoop. He got clean though. But back here, after he was done giving himself a little butt bath, we went over and I got some of the paper towels that they offer at the pumps, and just dried his butt area off, because it was pretty wet and with a little bit of, you know, grass clippings and stuff. So I dried off his keister pretty good before we got back up in the truck. So he's feeling fresh and clean. So when I keep saying, like, what a comfortable, good trip this has been, there's a great example. We're just having fun. We're having fun. Have any of you ever heard of this Woodshed? This is a new one for me. We're up over $3 a gallon for diesel, but that's still considerably lower than what we have seen. So this Woodshed, I'm intrigued, and you can tell why. I love their logo there. That is so awesome, their sign. But I have never heard of it before. So who's got info on the Woodshed? There's another sign right there. So I was going to turn right and just go over there to Love's, but when faced with this choice, we gotta hit the shed. I just don't know. Never heard of it. I wonder if this is just a one-off, but it's very extravagant for a one-off, you know. This has got to be part of it. Oh, look, it's got like the eyebrows that light up. That is so cool. See, y'all know I love my logos and my graphics and stuff, so they sold me as soon as I saw that logo. I was pulling in here. I just noticed there's a giant, this guy is so excited, there's a giant Indian right here. You see that? So I just had a really nice conversation with a truck driver in there, and he said that he thinks there might be one other. Hey! Hey! Yeah, so I started to say I had a really good conversation with a truck driver in there. He said he thinks that there might be one other of that Woodshed, but that could be the only one. He couldn't quite recall. He was upset because there used to be, he said, a really nice restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, and it's gone. All right, I just figured out why I couldn't get Forescan to connect to the OBD2. I forgot because I had the Torque app connected, you know, showing me boost and all that, RPMs, you know, the screen that I show sometimes. I forgot that that was connected to it, so you can't have two things connected to that device. Got the key in accessory mode, so let's go try this again. So we're gonna go to Forescan and hit the connect button, and this should connect right up. Okay, there we go. See, green, we're all connected. So we'll go to the log. Yep, and there's the last code, P1211. And if I click on that, so it tells you injector control pressure higher or lower than desired. So possible causes are incorrect oil level, low fuel pressure, poor oil quality, high pressure oil system leak, high pressure oil pump, ICP sensor, injector control pressure regulator. So of all those, I know that I've got good fresh oil. The ICP sensor I replaced back when I first looked this code up years and years ago. So the ICP valve, that's one that I want to replace. So I want to do that this summer as my next test, because many times that's exactly what's causing it. Now the low fuel pressure can be caused by any number of things. It can be the fuel pump, it could be the screen that's in the tank could be clogged. That's something that happens. That's a tank drop repair, which kind of stinks. High pressure oil system leak, so that would be the HPOP, the high pressure oil pump, or there could be a leak in that system. That I'd like to address. You know, those pumps are expensive. Doing the job, not a big deal, but the pumps are pricey. It's like $700 for a pump. Or no, maybe more like $1,000 for a pump. So I know all of this stuff. First thing we're gonna do is connect up the laptop, and we're gonna capture some live data, and that's gonna point us at what is the cause. That's gonna be a super fun project. Plugging in the laptop and using the full version of Forescan with the special cable that goes USB to OBD2, so it'll plug in down there. It'll plug into the laptop. I'll be running the full-blown version of Forescan on the laptop on Windows, and we can capture the live data, and we can measure all of these different things to see what's causing that code. I honestly think that once we solve that problem, I think this truck, because there's times when this thing has immense amounts of power when we're climbing hills. Like, it'll actually speed up going up an incline.
And then there's other times where it's like falling on its face. And I think whatever is causing that code is also causing that behavior. So here's a good indicator of the weather system that we've been kind of skirting along with here. This looks really fresh. You know, every place that we've stopped has been really super saturated. You know, that rain that we saw this morning was part of a larger storm. You remember I said my friend Joe that lived back there in Oklahoma, he said that they were expecting really bad weather. And sure enough, you know, this morning, that lightning storm, and I'm just glad that it didn't hit us during the night and keep us up all night. I slept really good last night. I needed sleep, boy. I slept probably 7 hours straight and felt really refreshed when I woke up this morning. But this looks, I mean, you can see the you know, this just happened. So I just checked on the map. Buc-ee's is only about another hour and a quarter from here. So I've purposely not eaten a lot this morning. I had some yogurt, and because I want to be nice and hungry with my Buc-ee's. You know what though? I'm gonna get the Buc-ee's and I'm gonna hold it for the end of the day. The beaver chips, they're fine. They were good the next day. I mean, they were actually just as good the next day. Doesn't matter that they're not like hot. You know, they fry those up, make their own potato chips basically, and they are so good. They're salted, and they really got the recipe down on those as far as the thickness of them and how long they're frying them for and how much salt. They are delicious. I would love to have like a giganto bag of the beaver chips. And then the sandwich, I'm still trying to decide if I need to bag a couple of them to bring back to New York. You know, I reheated, leave it, there's another pile. I reheated the leftover piece in the air fryer, and it was fine. You know, the bun got crispy, and it wasn't as great as when I first ate it, when it was fresh from the store there, from the Buc-ee's, but it was still very, very good. So I think there's no harm in getting a couple of extra ones to bring back to New York. I'm gonna do that. Come on, this way. Come on. All right, we're gonna spend a little time here, and we'll see y'all once we get back on the road. Well, here's what they'll pay you to work at Buc-ee's. Actually, look at, you can be in 3 figures. Assistant manager, 3 figures. 401k 100% match up to 6%, 3 weeks paid time off. Health care. I wonder where Lefty is. I don't see him in the cab. He was in the back, just barking his head off. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You may see him right there in my seat, in the driver's seat. Oh, look at the smile on his face. What? Oh, there it goes. There goes the barking. And I just did it like 3 days ago. Hello. Oh, no, you don't. I got bad news, buddy. They didn't have any beaver chips. The dude said their truck didn't show up on Saturday. So the truck must come with the... they must cook them on site, but they probably come pre-sliced from the major Buc-ee's pre-slicing warehouse that's located somewhere in Middle America, I'm guessing. Do you want to just stick your nose down in there and figure out? Huh? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Don't even think about it, brother. This is what's called mine. That's a game I play with him when I get his chicken snacks out in the morning. Sometimes I'll take them and like start walking up into the cab and I say, these are mine. And he starts going crazy. They're mine. Huh? Oh, you got your dental finally? You got your dental? It's about time. See, sometimes it just takes a little incentive. And sticking his nose down in that bag of Bucky's Good was enough incentive to get his juices flowing. So now he's going to eat his dental. That's a good boy. And don't leave these big hunks of crumbs laying around, okay? Thank you. They always stick to my feet. Yeah, okay, now it's time to find a rest stop and get there and eat. Yeah. This is our overnight spot. It's a rest stop in Missouri. We've stayed here before. I think maybe even in this exact same parking spot. I back it in here. This is the rest stop. If you've ever been here, it has like a little like simulated town out there. These little buildings, like one's a barber shop and one's a store or something like that, you know. It's kind of cute. And they got this really neat sign here. Route 66, like an old hotel sign. It's pretty cool. So we just got here. I loaded up with my Bucky's meal, which is waiting for me inside. This was like another 30 miles on down the road from where Bucky's was. So we just took a big long walk all around through there. Everything is soaked, so it just poured. That storm that went through everywhere, you know, there's like standing water in all the grass areas. It's just squishy, but I know it's got to feel good on Lefty's paws. His paws are all pink and soft looking right now since we got to this part of the country with all the rain and wet grass he's been walking through. Huh, your pawpaws feeling good? Let me see the pawpaw. Oh, they're all so soft. Yeah, they're so soft. What a lucky doggy. Okay. And the interstate noise, it won't bother me. You know, it's going to quiet down. It's, what, 3, almost 4 o'clock? So it's still busy. You know, it'll quiet down. And we've slept here before without a problem. So now what I do is all of this gear, I shift it all up into the cab for the night. This is on the ready. That's a fresh bag in there. So I can, if in case of an emergency, it'll be waiting for me. So this goes up on the driver's seat. That goes on the driver's seat. Those 3 folding items and the ladder all kind of stand right there. And it leaves Lefty enough room to still go up and jump up into his seat. So I've got it all figured out. And then that opens this area up and makes it just like a normal day back here. Like, not like we're carrying anything at all. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that taken care of and get us settled here. And then I'm going to eat. Okay, puppy. Tell everybody we'll see him in the morning, okay? We'll see you in the morning. Yeah, something like that. I know that's what he's thinking. All right, so great news today on this Sunday in July. Mom is going to go at another batch of the lemon cookies. So she's got that Duncan Hines lemon cake mix. She's got a lemon to get the lemon zest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the powdered sugar that goes on top after they're cooked.
Well, you roll it in before you cook them, and then you sprinkle it on after.
Okay. And the 2 eggs go into the cake mix, I'm assuming, as does the oil.
Yes.
Yeah. And then these are these.
No.
Okay, so these are.
The wrapper is right on the table in front of you, under the eggs.
Oh, these are the vanilla flavored baking chips. We're trying these this time, and I'm sorry about Lefty. And then so all of this is going to go in here and get beat up with that, and then we'll catch up with Mom. These are the baking sheets. She uses this fancy paper stuff, so she's ready to rock down here. Okay, so everything has been mixed, and then now, per the recipe, which I showed this on the screen last time, and I'll put it on the screen again for y'all. Now this goes in the refrigerator for how long, roughly?
Well, it says 20 minutes, but
Yeah.
I leave it longer than that.
Okay.
It's very soft, and it's difficult to make a roll that can roll in the powdered sugar. So it needs to set up some.
Yeah, okay. So you put it in longer than the 20 minutes
Yeah.
that's in the recipe. Okay, so it's going in the fridge now at this point, so we'll catch up on the next major step. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that's not the... I don't know the words, but... Ah, they're right on the tip of my tongue. Oh! So, okay. So you're doing this. So I got you. So you make a spoonful. I see. So that makes them, well, handleable for one thing, but that's part of it. Barely.
Yeah, it's very soft.
So this is the same size blob that you used like the last time you made them?
Yep.
Boy, they spread a lot because those
Yeah.
cookies came out pretty big. At the oven beeping at us.
Yeah.
Raindrops keep falling on. Oh, now it's stuck in my head.
It's just very soft.
Yeah. Is that the way they were before?
Yeah.
That's why you refrigerated them, right?
Yeah,
so
to
they
make
weren't
them a
so
little bit
soft.
stiffer.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could actually almost freeze them, and that would make it easier to handle.
Well, but then I don't know how it would,
Yeah, that probably has.
if it would freeze like an ice cube or.
That probably has cons to it. Oh, I can see. So they're starting to warm probably, so it gets worse the longer you have
Well,
it out
I'm
here.
down in the part that maybe didn't get as cold
Oh.
because it wasn't around the edges.
Well, you're gonna put in like 2 trays and then put the rest back in the fridge?
yeah, I
Yeah.
put one tray in the oven at a time.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I need to show this. Everybody knows how to use an oven, right? I would
Right.
hope. And these eggs are fresh eggs right from the egg farm. Okay, thank you for letting me see this.
Yeah.
So these have just been removed from the oven. Oh gosh. Oh. And so you put extra sprinkle of powdered sugar on top of them.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, we needed you did it here on this like pan because
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit of a mess.
Oh, it makes a terrible mess.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
even got it on my boobs.
You have it on your chest. You can
Right.
say it that way. Yes, okay.
Whatever.
And there's a little bit on the counter. I'll help you clean all this as soon as I'm done upstairs. You having fun?
Yep.
Have you tried one?
Yes.
Are they edible?
Oh, they're better than they've got more lemon.
Mmm. I like the. Mmm. Yeah. The zest is really good. Mmm.
Yeah, I had more. I had 3 lemons that I could
Oh.
zest.
Mmm. All right. Let me figure out how I can carry this with one hand, and I'll see you later.